was Detroit?
That was great. It was an unbelievable experience. Long day, but it was well worth it.
You know, undersized center like that specializes in rebounds, defense. Do you see any similarities between Ben and Jordan?
Well, I told Jordan that he reminded me a lot of Ben Wallace, which he does. But then when they asked me to speak, and one of my last comments was there'll never be another one like Ben Wallace. So I really meant that when I said it, because, you know, if you look at Ben Wallace, he's really 6'7", played center. And I thought he really broke the mold. And I told Ben, which is true, you know, whenever I go to all these high school events, high school games, AAU tournaments, I'm always trying to find another Ben Wallace. And Jordan's about as close.
So are you now out looking for the next Jordan Tolbert?
Well, fortunately, I still have him for about 14 more games. So, but I'm sure we'll all be looking for somebody like him. He did Ben Wallace things the other night. You know, he gets 6 steals. He, tries to block shots, runs the floor, plays with effort. We had no chance in that game, without the kind of effort plays he made.
When you made that comparison, how much did Jordan even know about Ben Wallace?
Wow. I laugh about that because I was with Chauncey, Ben, Rashid, and Rip, and Lindsey Hunter, and Mike James. So, a lot of the Memo core, they all came back, and they were all commenting about young kids being a lot different now, which I think is true. But I just want kids that have that kind of attitude that the Pistons have, and I think a lot of our kids kind of try to be like that. But unfortunately, they only know the current players. My son always says, I think you Google them up or whatever. So I always want our guys, when you mention some players and that you admire so much, for them to look them up a little bit, whichever way they do it, and they can learn about them.
With the guys you lost last year, rebounding could have been a concern coming into the season, but it's been such a strong point for you guys. What is it about this team that makes them such a good rebounding team?
Well, we have Marcus, Ben, and Sterling back, and those guys have always tried to rebound the ball, but then you add Jordan, and I get on Shake all the time, and our guards to rebound. But we always try to rebound with 5 guys. That's always been a goal of ours. But obviously, you look at the stats on great rebounders. People the NBA consider great rebounders get 1 every 3 minutes. Jordan's doing that. Ben's become a much better rebounder. I think obviously he's playing more minutes, but I think he's gotten stronger. Sterling's always been an underrated rebounder. Marcus, we hadn't seen Marcus. He hadn't been healthy. I watched film today, and he was running so much better, and actually played 27 minutes. I think his numbers will go up. So when you got 7 guys like we do, rebounding is huge. You got to limit people to 1 bad shot, and that's really helped us. And then we got to get extra possessions, and we've done a pretty good job in that respect.
It really seems to offset, like if you have a bad shooting night like you did the other day, that can really turn things around for you.
Well, it helped, obviously, but, we defended pretty well. I don't, Tulane didn't shoot it as well as they normally do. I hope we had something to do with that, but we didn't match their intensity for about 30 minutes, and then all of a sudden, we picked it up. But you look at our schedule, every game gets harder and harder. And so all those things that we pride ourselves in doing, rebounding, defending, sharing the ball, we got to really do a better job. I don't think we executed really as well as we have been offensively, but I think they had a lot to do with that. Their energy was great. Defensively, they changed up a lot and did a great job.
Considering the quick turnaround for the Houston game, was that more minutes than you wanted to give Marcus with that ankle coming back?
No, I want to give him more. This is like preseason for him. He'll be fine. But, Ben sprained his ankle, so we didn't have much choice, and Sterling got in foul trouble. But I watched Marcus run, and he ran really the best he's run all season. And then he's had a pretty heavy workload off the court, academically. And then he was a little under the weather. Our whole team was sick. We had a lot of people prior to the Tulane game that were sick. So, but Houston has a quick turnaround. They played Connecticut, so I don't want any excuses before we play.
How's Ben's ankle, and how's the sickness how's the team in terms of getting over the sickness?
I think, I'll find out. I hadn't talked to Ben, but Warren said it's a slight sprain. He played with it. I think all these kids realize, little Nick's been playing hurt. Marcus has been playing hurt. Jure was sick. Our whole staff basically got sick. Jake and David, Jure, Ben Amalagu, it went through the whole team. But when you're limited with numbers and the games are coming quick, you gotta sometimes fight through some things.
Will you have some football players today in practice?
I don't know right now. Chad and I have talked about it. We're going to work some out. We just need people to practice. And June let me have some. Chad's been great about it. I just want to see how things go. We have such a quick turnaround that it wouldn't be fair to them right away, but we're going to work some out and see how it goes.